I just been watching some guy being taken down by the vigilantes on YouTube. Guy named Krebs, and I used to watch him. He's an old guy, and apparently not as old as he looks. Called himself the offended outcast, and it's been revealed by various investigators that he has a criminal history. He's on the National Child Sex Offense Registry, or the Sex Offense Registry. He's got convictions for robbery, I think, and he served a pretty good amount of time. Now, he never volunteered any of this in the, I don't know, 100 odd videos he made. He got up to, I guess, 180,000 subscribers. And when this stuff about his past, also he sort of represented that he was in the Marine Corps. I mean, I say sort of because he had a Semper Fi icon up on the wall prominently, kind of big, and he's sitting under it. Never directly says it, but the inference was there. Oh, but all this comes out now, and people, it seems like there's dozens of people jumping on the bandwagon exposing him, which is interesting. No, I don't. I was a vet. I really was. I'd have to prove it. I'll get out my DD 214, and anybody that can recite their service number. Well, if they're as old as I am, your service number and your Social Security number were the same thing. If you enlisted in 1963, as I did for the first time, and again about 10 years later into the Air Force. It was Navy first, then the Air Force, with a little bit of civilian time in between. But that was your service number, your Social Security. Most people cannot rattle it off, but I was allowed to give that to the enemy. No matter how much they tortured me, I could give them that until they got sick of hearing it. Name, rank, and serial number. That's all I can give. Sorry. You can kill me, and I won't tell you anything else. Anyway, he claimed to be a vet. Lots of people do, and it's surprising how few there are. But what is resonating with me in all this is the idea that people feel offended and betrayed by this guy. Is it my distrustful nature? I don't believe anything anybody tells me, I say, yeah, you told me that, and depending on the amount of risk I'm going to expose myself to by believing it, putting faith in it, then we'll see. But I don't, because you said it doesn't make it true. Who's trusted enough? I don't think I trust any human being to the extent where I would risk very much on their word. And the trend is not encouraging in that direction. People are saying all kinds of things that are not even slightly true, and quite often people go along with it. Not necessarily getting political here, but for instance, this guy, the offended outcast, he came across as a nice old guy, and he had done good things, taken care of his parents when they were getting old, and done good things that he represented there. But it wasn't true, apparently. And people take enormous offense, when you pull the wool over someone's eyes. And somehow in my head, I connected this with the artificial intelligence, because AI and doctoring things. Now, when I put my head on an ape, as I have here, I'm not actually an ape, but it's not AI either. It's fairly simple green screen manipulation, something that was around a long time ago. That's not AI, but I might have AI generate. Wait a minute, the AI did generate the picture of the primate sitting at his desk, which I thought looked rather dignified. So I'm just playing around with this stuff. But don't think I'm representing myself as a dweller of the African jungle. Now, here in South America, what do we have? Do we have lemurs? We have some kind of a small monkey, I think, in the Amazon. How did they get from Africa over here? Did they take a low fare airline? I don't know. That's something for research in the future. But people are offended when it's, and I was talking to someone about this. I said, yeah, I put YouTube stuff together, and I'm happy to say AI was used to some extent, generating graphics or even generating scripts. And I asked my friend why she was offended, and I think it boils down to if you pull emotional response out of someone, and you're being disingenuous. That is, you're being dishonest in doing so. In the case of this guy, Krebs, the offended outcast, you are eliciting responses like, thank you for your service. Wait a minute. You tricked me. You were never in the service. Or, thank you for taking care of your wife after her accident. Or thank you for representing yourself as a decent person when you're not, apparently. And they feel they've been tricked at an emotional level. The reaction would be strong if somebody pulled $1,000 from them. It would be strong, but it would be different. Something about stomping on our emotions. We offered you heartfelt emotion, and you stole it from us. Like the idea of a pretend vet being stealing valor. I never quite understood that. I listened to Russian submarines on in the Navy, and I repaired big airplanes in the Air Force, but was never under fire, and I didn't feel that much valor, actually. But apparently people think that's a good thing to have in their records, so good they will fabricate it. But somewhere, I must have my DD-214. That's the little piece of paper they give you that says, honorably discharged after serving in whatever. All right, well, that's it. That's my thought. So don't become emotionally involved with something on YouTube. It's a human was in front of the camera, no doubt, but the thing you're seeing is not human. Or maybe it was a computer generated. Save your emotions for human beings that are close enough that you can look in their eyes. That would be good. And don't vote for somebody just because they make a good presentation on television. I won't name any names. Until I see you again, take care. Take care of others. Ciao.